Hello and welcome to What I'm Buying, a new series where I'll be sharing you guys all the shirts I've added to my collection in the past month. Shirts that I've bought, shirts that I've traded for, shirts that I've received as part of my work. I'll be talking through the designs, talking a little bit about why I picked them up, maybe a little bit about the football shirt market as it is at the time. And I'll also be sharing you guys some of the shirts that you've bought, because I asked the community on Twitter to suggest or put forward the shirts that they've picked up, their best pickups for May 2022, and there were some really good ones. So I picked up my favourites. I'll be showing you guys some of those at the end. Before we go any further, please subscribe if you are new to Phil's Corner. Every time a new video goes live, you'll find out as a subscriber. When I go live for my various live streams, you'll also find out. So be a subscriber, join the family, join the community here. And if you want to support me even further, I've got a Patreon and the details are in the description. There's some great benefits to being a patron. One of them is that you get a free shirt, a shirt as part of your support, which I've designed, and that's exclusive, only available to patrons. We've actually got a new design for this season, a new Nike template, which I really like. And there's other benefits too. Check out the description for more details. But I don't think this one needs much more introduction, does it? I'm going to get straight to it. I've got a pile next to me. Let's go through them one by one. These are the shirts I've bought in May 2022. Now, unsurprisingly, I picked up a few shirts in the end of season sales, and one of them was this Coventry third shirt from last season. Honestly, this is a close to perfect football shirt in my eyes. The only thing which I don't like, which I'll show you now, is on the bottom. We've got the back sponsor, the lower back sponsor is pretty ugly. But other than that, this is wonderful. Of course, it's a Hummel shirt. I love Hummel for many reasons. But I love the two-tone design. Coventry and Hummel have been an amazing partnership. They've done some great shirts, bespoke designs. This one, of course, brings back the famous tram lines, which incidentally are also an inspiration for the home shirt for next season. But this is the third shirt from last year, and I really like this one. I love how they've incorporated the checkerboard pattern, which again was a story that they had on the previous year's third shirt. And there's some great details. The back neck detail is nice. Obviously, you've got the chevrons as well on the sleeve. But I think just as a football shirt, I really like this one. I'm not a Coventry fan by any means, but I love what they're doing with Hummel. So I knew I wanted to pick up at least one Hummel Coventry shirt. This one for me was certainly one of my favourites. I really like the collar as well. You know, I enjoy a simple crew neck like that. So this one just ticks all the boxes. Inside neck as well, I just remembered that. You can see there, it's just a really, really nice design. So as a collector, I look out for shirts like this at the end of season sales. It's a really good one. Many of you will know, I've been trying to collect as many Boca Juniors shirts as I can this year within budget. But this one is one which I technically picked up at the very end of April, but I snuck it into this video. Obviously, you know what you're going to get with a Boca shirt, but I think this one is actually sneakily quite good. I really like how the ends of the sleeves here, the cuffs, are this kind of extended yellow section so that when the shirt is worn, it kind of continues that central band, the gold or yellow band there. And I think that's a really nice touch. The one thing with this era of Boca shirts, obviously the LG sponsor, which is on the back as well as the front, isn't great. The red does clash a bit, but this was in a good condition, so I was happy to add this one to my growing Boca collection. I think I've got more Boca Juniors shirts now than any other club. And yeah, come the end of the year, I'm going to do a bit of a review and show you guys all the Boca Juniors shirts I've got. So I've got a few that I've picked up over the months. But yeah, I like this one. And this was from eBay. So a nice pickup there just to add to the collection. I'm looking out for these kind of shirts as the years go on. And as I say, I think this is a sneakily good one. Often teams like this, whether it's a Boca Juniors or an Ajax, teams which have very consistent home shirts, some are better than others. Many people will look at it and go, it looks like any other Boca Juniors shirt. Actually, I think this one is quite nice. Now, I'm sure I don't need to introduce this shirt. An incredible design from Charlie. Charlie, the Mexican brand, are really one of the rising stars in the football shirt world. This was part of a collection of Mexican wrestling themed shirts for all Charlie's Mexican clubs. So you can see Club Leon here. An amazing design. There's so much detail and the pattern is absolutely wild. This kind of green and pink creation, but it's got a really, really nice look to it. I'm not the biggest fan of these kind of fake lace collars, if you like, but honestly, it looks good. It certainly fits the aesthetic of the shirt. It's just an incredible design. And this one comes courtesy of Circa 88. I'm doing a series of giveaways with them over the coming weeks. We've done some on Twitter, here on YouTube, through my Patreon. If you do want to pick up one of these amazing wrestling shirts, you can do so at Circa 88, and you can use the code DELVS88 to get 15% off. So a huge discount code from them. And thank you to Circa 88 again for sending this one. It is really good, guys. And there's some amazing details. Like this detail alone is amazing. It's so good, and it's actually really high quality as well. The applications are really good. This is one thing I like about Charlie's shirts. They don't just look good from a design perspective, they're really well made. So honestly, I'm so impressed with this one. It is truly wild. Now there's a story here with this next shirt, and I actually already picked up one of these Denmark shirts in April. But this one was one I picked up last month because I went to Denmark for some work with Hummel, and I actually decided to pick this one up again because it had a name set. And it had the name and number of Christian Eriksen. So you can see the front number, and there's Eriksen's name on the back. And this was available at basically the same price I paid for the plain shirt. So I was happy to pick this one up, and I'll probably sell on now the original shirt that I picked up. I really like the story behind this one. It's a collaboration between Denmark and the Danish fashion brand BLS Hafnia. And I think for me, it's really interesting to see international teams doing these sorts of collaborations. Something which we've seen, of course, in the club scene, but you'd expect to see it more on the international level, given, of course, the popularity of many of these collaborative shirts. But I think this is such a tasteful collaboration. The pattern that's in the body there isn't overbearing, it's quite subtle. I like that subliminal style. I think just as a shirt, this looks like an amazing Denmark shirt. This could be a really good away shirt. It's a shame they probably won't wear this, I don't think, at the World Cup. I may be wrong on that. But it looks really good, and I like the name set. The typeface is quite simple, but I really like how you have the numbers on the front of international shirts. That, to me, often completes international designs, which typically you don't have sponsors. So when you got that front number, I like that. So again, printed shirts I think are quite collectible in that sense. And this one, it's a little bit big actually. I think it's a size up from what I would usually wear. I think this is an XL. Yeah, it's an XL. So it's a bit bigger than I wear. But honestly, I was happy to get this one, as I say, for the same price. And I don't typically buy shirts twice, but when you can get a shirt that you already like with a name set for the same price, that's not bad. It was already on a discount in Denmark, which was quite surprising given how relatively new it is. But yeah, lovely shirt. They of course wore this shirt, and Eriksen scored in this shirt too. But a really good one. I would definitely recommend it if you can find it. Staying with Hummel, we've got another lovely Hummel shirt, and this time this comes from Aurora FC. This was sent by the club, and thank you to them for sending this. It's a wonderful design, guys. Hummel are really doing good work in the States. The one thing which many people rightly point out is that Hummel shirts in America typically don't have raised details. They're typically sublimated details, which isn't quite as nice. But this one does stand out. The crest isn't just sublimated. We've got a nice patch here with a really nice texture to it. And this is a wonderful design. It does go on the back as well. You can see my name and number there. But a really nice all-over pattern. Just typical, really, of some of the great work Hummel are doing. So beautiful stuff from Minnesota Aurora. Lovely football shirt. And wrapping up proceedings for my personal collection is this Liverpool shirt from last year. This one doesn't need any introduction, of course. This is actually the first Liverpool Nike shirt that I picked up for my personal collection. As far as home shirts go, it's a little bit out there. Of course, that secondary colour got a lot of people talking. In person, I really like it. I really like that shade. I believe it's the same colour as the England away shirt, the New England women's away shirt. I might be wrong on that, but I think it is the same shade. A very vibrant, kind of orange or peachy kind of tone. I say peach, it's a bit more red than peach, but it is a really nice colour. And it sounds funny, but one of my favourite things is this neckline. I like that kind of wrap over style. And you can see on the back as well, you've got a bit more there. It's a really interesting design. That in itself, as a feature, stands out to me. But obviously as well, this is in the dry fit ADV spec, the player issue or player spec material, dry fit ADV. I like this one, and this was another end of season sale pickup. Of course, with player spec shirts, you're saving a lot of money if you're patient. If you can be patient and wait till the end of season sales, you can get shirts for even less than a third of what you would pay for it at the start of the season. And that's exactly what I like to do. I like to pick up at least one or maybe 2 shirts in the end of season sales that are player issue if I can. I really enjoy just feeling these shirts, seeing the kind of materials that we've got on show, the application styles. And this is a good one. I think, again, I like what Nike have done, and in many ways, I think Liverpool and Nike have come together at the right time. When you look at Liverpool's success and you look at Nike and what they're doing, they really are at the top of the game, I would say, when it comes to shirts and shirt technology. So, really good one. It's just plain, no number or name on the back. And I don't usually plug my Twitter too much here on YouTube, but I would recommend you follow me on Twitter because I do share ideas like this periodically. Obviously, it would have been nice to have maybe 1 or 2 more trophies in this one as a Liverpool fan, but I do like this one a lot. And seeing this again in Drive for ADV, I think, is really special. It really is nice to look at. So there were the shirts I added to my collection, but you guys have been buying some amazing shirts, and I've got 5 people here which I want to shout out. And if you were jealous at any of the shirts I picked up, wait till you see these kits, because these guys are putting me to shame in many ways with the caliber of shirts they've added to their collection in the past month. We'll start with Painted Cougar, who's sent in this amazing Metro Stars shirts. I love the Metro Stars kits. The New York or New Jersey Metro Stars, these guys had incredible designs in MLS, and you can see here this particular home shirt. Look at those pinstripes, an incredible colorway. One of the best things is the crest of the Metro Stars shirts. It is one of the best crests of all time for me. The condition of the shirt is amazing, and it's a really, really good pickup. And we could jump to the next person here, El Clasico Kits. A really good seller, actually. I bought a few shirts from them before, and they're really, really good. Often very good prices. Check out this for some more MLS goodness. Got some Tampa Bay Mutiny, LA Galaxy, Columbus Crew. All of these designs just encapsulate what makes 90s MLS so special. And I actually really like this Columbus shirt because you typically think of Nike when you think of 90s MLS, but Adidas were doing bits too. And the Snickers sponsor here, while maybe not the most aesthetically pleasing, is a really great addition. I really like it when you've got like a food and drink sponsor. I think that's quite a good one. And this looks like it may even be match worn, I'm not sure, but you've certainly got the name and number and what looks like a signature on the back here. But yeah, across these 3 shirts again, and the first one from Painted Cougar, 90s MLS. It's the way to go. If you can pick up shirts like this at decent prices, you're absolutely laughing. Obviously, most of the time you're paying quite a bit for these because they are so collectible, and they're only getting more collectible. Stuff that's long sleeves or has patches like some of the stuff here as well is even more sought after. Really good shirts. These are the kind of top tier for me when it comes to collecting. I'm always jealous when I see pickups like this. Next up is Tom's Footy Kits, and he's gone for a shirt which I've reviewed on this channel. It's the Japan Anniversary shirt, the boxed edition as well. And again, I've unboxed this on the channel. I'll give a link to you at the top there. This is such a nicely presented shirt. These were quite hard to get as well. Only initially available in Japan. Some people did buy them in to then sell. I'd expect this to be a popular model going forward. If brands can justify it from a cost perspective, you'd expect to see it happen. And you'd expect to see shirts like this become more popular because more people are collecting shirts, more people are willing to spend quite a lot on new shirts. So yeah, this one is a great example for me because the box again is so nicely made. The shirt itself is really good too. It's a really nicely crafted design. And yeah, anytime you're able to pick up a rare version of the shirt, something like this in a box, which is often quite hard to find, it's a great addition to a collection. So nice pickup from Tom there. And we go now to something more retro with Matty from King Football Shirts. Look at this Juventus shirt, guys. A stunning 90s shirt that has all the things you like to see in a 90s shirt. It's got long sleeves, which is a nice bonus, but that jacquard, that pattern in the body of the shirt is masterful. It really is good to look at. Small thing, but I appreciate that we've got at least 2 buttons on the neckline, on the placket there, which everyone who is a long-time viewer of the channel will know is a bit of a bugbear of mine when you only have 1 button. But it's good to see 2 here. And actually, I talked about this on Twitter with Matty. It's funny how it actually looks to me very much like an Adidas design. You see those stripes come over the shoulder there. This is a Kappa kit, of course, for Juventus. But I'm always expecting to see a 3rd stripe there. It feels very Adidas, which I kind of like. There's something quite charming about that. And I also like when Juventus had this approach for a few seasons over their history where they just have stars instead of the typical crest that you'd see on a shirt. It looks really good. The Danone sponsor as well. And this colourway, I love it when Juve go yellow and blue or blue and yellow. It's a great away colourway which they've used quite a lot in their history. This is just a great pickup. These shirts again, really, really good to find. Anytime you can get a design like this in this sort of condition it will be a jewel in your collection. And we'll finish with another 90s masterpiece. This Red Star shirt, which I believe is a goalkeeper shirt, or maybe it was an away shirt, I can't remember. But this is from Mikey Shirts. This is an all-timer. This is certainly a holy grail. And look at those Kappa sleeves again. The Kappa logo all the way down. This is pretty much as good as it gets, guys. That pattern as well is a stunning one. You can see they're made up of a kind of rotating, fragmented star. Whatever it is, it looks so good. And the colours are great. And again, long sleeve Kappa 90s. I could look at this shirt for a long time. It is so beautiful. Really nice pickup from Mikey. But that's what I'm buying for May 2022. So thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. As it's a bit of a new series, I'd really like to hear your feedback. So please leave a comment. Let me know what you like or dislike about this video. Make sure you click the like button as well. And if you don't like it, hit dislike as well. It's really important for me to get your feedback, to get your honest feedback. So make sure you do respond in whichever way you see fit. And as I mentioned at the start, make sure you are a subscriber to Phil's Corner. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you very soon for another video.